What's up, CHFFL? Welcome to the Week 10 preview. I'm coming to you from my parents' house in CH. We have my little cousin Eliza's baptism today, and I will acquire my third godchild, but we're still going to get you your previews, and because the people's demands must be met. So, we're getting close. We have 4 weeks left before the playoffs, and things are maybe becoming more predictable as we have some super teams putting together, but I went 5-1 in my predictions in week 9, bringing me to 32-22 on the season. Grant was the team of the week, looking unstoppable. Of course, he is now atop the Two Guys One podcast power rankings. The game of the week was Max and Betts, who have pointed out to me that when I pick them to lose, they seem to win, and they're the little team that could. I personally will be rooting for them against the super teams as we go on because I love storylines. Waiver Watch this week. Max and Betts spent $21 on Curtis Samuel. Unfortunately for DJ Moore drafters this year, he just is not involved in that Carolina offense. Derek and I spent $14 on Tua Tagovailoa. Josh Allen hasn't had his bye yet, and we were willing to spend to get the guy we wanted for that filling, because we need every point we can get. Wes made a bid for Tua, but was settled with Joe Burrow, who we dropped to pick him up, and we'll be starting him against the Steelers next week to fill in for Mahomes' bye. That's a little scary. Finally, Bannis and Jason picked up J.D. McKissick, who is destroying Antonio Gibson's value in the passing game. Moving into our matchups, let's start with the football flicks. We have Zero Fun Sir versus Coach Boone's 5th grade sissy. Chubb returning for Mark, which makes him, if Chubb has a full workload, makes him less of the pathetic bottom of the league kind of team to face. But Galladay is still out and Gaskin is out. McCaffrey, though, back out for Max and Betts. They're hoping it's only a 1-week thing. And we're going to see if Justin Herbert can keep his unbelievable rookie season going. I'm picking Max. He has to avoid a trap game after getting the big win last week, and he could still get that first round bye from Grant. Moving on to Icebox's Little Giants versus Cliff Franklin's Sticky Hands. As a 2G 1P pointed out this week, Stan needs everything. He's down 3 games with 4 games left. He needs to win every week and get some help. I love that he's sticking it out, and I love that he's trying right up until at least the trade deadline. But Chris Carson is out for him. He did get 13 points from the Colts defense and special teams on Thursday. His wide receivers should be able to carry him against Swan's team, which is considerably weaker these days than it looked like it may have been early in the season. I'm taking Stan. Finally, for the football flicks, we have the 2 top dogs, Show Me the Money versus the SCLSU Mud Dogs. Henry on Thursday for Parker disappointed with 13. It's nice to have that kind of a floor, though. However, Ridley still hurt and on bye, and Travis Kelce on bye means that this is not a full-strength Show Me the Money team. Both of the Chiefs backs are on bye for SCLSU, but of course, we've acquired some big pieces. We don't necessarily need them. And we get the bonus for Grant that Mike Davis starts with McCaffrey hurt. So I'm taking Grant this week, and I think even though Parker's a little weakened, from a narrative perspective, this sets him up as the big evil empire, sorry to conflate conference themes, that has a target on his back going forward. Speaking of Star Wars, let's move over to a galaxy far, far away where the Mandalorian mercenaries will face Kareemed by the Sith. A.J. Brown only gets 3 points for the mercenaries on Thursday. Not really good, and there are a lot of low floors. If I look at that team, a lot of potential busts, which makes me nervous. Tyreek on a bye, Mixon missing his first week with Minnie. And we'll see Kareem Hunt splitting the backfield with Chubb back. However, if you look at his points on the season, when Chubb was playing, it didn't affect his value too much. So I'm taking Minnie, thinking that his depth is going to survive what could have been a trap game this week. Speaking of potential trap games, this is one that I felt nervous about all week. The Tuscan City Raiders versus Derek and my Coruscant Younglings. Marty has the spoiler chance. After everything that happened the first time these teams met earlier in the season, and with Zeke and Julio both on the bye, it looked pretty bad. Thursday was very good for the Younglings, though, where Jonnu Smith got a wraparound tight end running touchdown, and he outscored T.Y. Hilton and the Titans D combined. But McKinnon's going to be in the starting lineup with Zeke on bye. Lockett, he, and T. Higgins all have tough matchups. I'm picking Derek and I to get the win, but if Stephon Diggs has a big game, this could turn out to be a slip-up that we just can't afford one game back at this point. Finally, the game of the week has to be the rebranded Knights of Alvin versus Wookiee of the Year. Everyone betting against JD. Two Guys One Podcast picked him as their first team out of the playoffs. But if he were to win this game, he'd have the head-to-head tiebreaker against Wes because he beat him the first time. Now, as pointed out on the podcast, David Montgomery's out, and Hines left 30 points on the bench. He's going to be plugging in somebody from waivers in the second running back spot, but he does have Miles Sanders back this week. And for Wes, with Mahomes on bye, starting Burrow against the Steelers. Burrow has had some really good games this year, but he's also had some really bad ones in tough matchups. This game's going to be closer than you may think on paper, but I am taking Wes to get the win. I just think this is the most interesting game this week. Good luck to everybody. It's getting really exciting again as we get closer to the playoffs, and I hope you all are enjoying it. We'll see you next time.